see. We'll see if we're gonna see any surprises in the draft here for game number 1 as we head on to the drafting phase. Again, this is game number 1 between Smart Omega and Falcons. AP Bren, the Barangay versus the Bees. A lot of H's was also a lot of H's. Now, Ling, first pick for Andoryu on the side of Smart Omega.
Wasn't this exactly what they were talking about here, where blue side, or what side usually bans it out, right? That wasn't part of the assignment right now. The assignment is don't let the Harith through, and apparently just limit the amount of assassins that can come out on the field.
The hunter of all the evil gods.
Okay. Alright, the answer is the Claude and the Edith against the Jusin. And of course the Giant, and here comes the Julian. With that, for sure, that's gonna be on Cop Easy, right?
For sure.
I don't think they put, Jusin on a different role. Unless they play Jusin on XP. But there you go. Coach Ducky says no. Coach Ducky and Coach Trevor, they watched the game yesterday, and it felt like that was an unstoppable horse. So don't give it to Chocolate.
You know what's also funny? Because I saw Ducky on social media calling out Coach Snap, Coach Lembo, and says, "Oh, you guys have a Hanzo, right? I'm gonna permaban that."
Yeah.
And apparently, that was more of a jest, but at the same time, it's something that's always at the back of your mind now.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Ducky's always been like very direct and honest with his approach, even before the game started.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's a lot of things that he will say he does not care about. Remember, this team was plagued by Diggy for 3 entire years.
Ah, yes.
And he did not care about it at all. They did ban it out one time though. But the solution was, Ogwen, play Diggy.
True OGs will remember.
Yeah, true OGs.
The Diggy era.
The nightmare, the bane of Coach Ducky and Falcons AP brand. Now moving on to the second phase, we already see the Aurora and the Moscow ban on the side of Smart Omega, Aurora on the side of Falcons AP brand. They do need a mage here on Smart Omega though.
Yeah, banning out the Aurora was actually pretty neat. That's a pretty neat trick. Now, mage is available. They might be forced on a bit of a B tier mage at this point, right?
Yeah, Val, Vex, Okita does love playing Faramis.
Faramis is great.
Yeah, I think that would work, especially up against Julian, Jarhead, and Jusin. So that is something that is to be expected here for Smart Omega as the commodity of mages go up. Now, alright, Flap Easy goes for the classic Terizla on the XP.
Very powerful XP lane pick. You can almost never go wrong with a Terizla, right?
Yep,
any draft can fit a Terizla perfectly.
Yeah, it does not lose a lot of matchups. It's a very good setter hero. Does a lot of damage. It's very sustainable as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the reason why you're right. You can never go wrong with a Terizla pick, especially in this current meta. And again, this is just Falcons AP Brand knowing what they're supposed to play, what they're supposed to pick, and just having a comfortable heroes on these players.
Yeah, right now though, obviously they are still lacking a gold laner. So what's Super Marco gonna go for here? You know what?
Flip.
You know what, Super Marco? I heard talks of him being, very rarely being mentioned in the gold standard. Always asking for us to be mentioned or being included in conversation. At this point, I think he already earned it. But this is another season for him. And now there you go. We talked about it. Faramis might have been great, but Vexana, they said, you know what, we need burst.
Yeah.
And they go for the Vexana instead.
Maybe added layer of crowd control against the Jawhead and Terizla. But the Franco against Jusin, Julian, Jawhead, Terizla. I mean, it's Chakno playing, but now they go for the oh, this is a classic. It's an M5 classic. The Brody of Falcons AP brand. Who is gonna get a skin, by the way?
The whole world
by the end of the year,
waiting for that skin.
By the end of the year, this guy's gonna get a whole ass new skin. Well, we have to wait. But now we don't have to wait till the Brody shows up in the current meta as Super Marco is willing to flex it out against the Ling and the Claude.
I love the willingness here of Super Marco to go for that, because I think at that point I was half expecting a Nathan, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this. Flint might have also kind of worked, but you might lack sustained DPS, so that's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Brody's great with that, and now it's a Chalk Mamba classic. I love it. I always love me some Francos. Always makes up for a great show, but you're right. I also winced when I saw this. Because I think he might be sorry he picked this hero.
Yeah, I mean it does not play into great matchups, but you know what they say, if the player wants it, and if he's very comfortable with it, just go with it, rock on. Not to mention Rockhard is here, but now we are headed to the Land of Dawn.
I always say yes to that.
Yep. The rock is going, and it keeps on going and going. Like Falcon's AP Bread, their campaign has never stopped since S13. They have never rested.
That is literal, by the way. They have not rested for longer than a week.
Yeah.
They have always been on the fly. They've always been traveling and always practicing. Barely have any time for their families, but they made it work, and they're some of the highest paid OBV players in the world.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why these guys earn the big bucks. Like a 300K on Flop TZ. Woo! Also, they have to make sure that they earn their right and they earn their money where they, you know, I mean, they earn their money, but, you know.
And the biggest right.
Get what I mean.
The biggest right to be called champions in one of the best regions of the world.
Yep. That's why it's a big testament, too, like for Smart Omega. Yeah, sure, you won against CNC, but now, this is a real match. You are up against world, quite possibly #1 or #2.
Yeah.
Well, not quite possibly. They are either 1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Because they did just win 2 tournaments straight in a row.
Yeah. So, obviously, aside from that, we're going to have to look at these hooks. Iron hooks coming in from Chaknu, obviously going to hit few, but also going to be purified. I bet that purified going to be always on the counter here, because Chaknu so good on the hook rate for that hero.
I bet some people would count the hooks that Chaknu will miss in this game, and they would not be happy with the end result.
Look at that.
Because Chaknu rarely misses a hook. But again, looking at the gold lane, Super Marco punishing Jome. That's a winning matchup for the Brody.
And at the same time, you know what? Chaknu's always going to be in trouble, especially if Ogun keeps doing this. So much displacement coming out of this duo in the mid, and so for some reason, he's actually going to survive that.
All right, that's a wilderness blessing right there. The movement speed, the extra movement speed saved Chaknu from dying, but that means that they don't have a rope here. Andorio can still the knock-off!
Engage with the Earth Shatter. Actually, he's going to be the one who's going to be in trouble here with Kyle TZ finishing off that turtle, giving him additional shields here for the members of Falcon's AP brand.
I think that was Ogwin that caught the link mid-air for the ejector, because Andorio was already poised. No pun intended. Poised to go to the turtle side, but the ejector came at the right moment and was able to throw the Ling away.
Yeah, we might need a replay of that, honestly, but right now, about to happen in the next few seconds.
The Terizla, the Brody. it's hard. If you're a Ling, it's hard to go onto a Brody because you have to wait out this. You have to wait for the stun to come out first. And also, like recently, I've matched up against a Brody that builds Thunderbolt. Ooh. It's annoying. It's annoying because you get health. He does a lot of insane damage, and it procs with the FCs.
I feel like the Brody already has such a high base HP already, right? And if you add on more HP by the Thunderbolt, it's just...
It's going to be hard to take down.
It's going to be so hard to take down. I get what you mean, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Brody, yeah, sure, you build physical damage on him, but truth be told, he only needs 3 physical items. And then you can just build tank, because you just need to stack up, use ult, kill somebody. That's it. That's a Brody's job.
So I think maybe the Brody is a little bit of a feint. Obviously, it's still going to do damage, but most of it might actually come out of Kyle TZ and Few on the Sushin. And we're seeing that combo right now in front of our eyes. Ryota forced to use Flicker and the Primal Raft to get out of harm's way.
Look at Ogwin just constantly resetting this purple buff. Andorio, he kind of gave up. Oh, retreat.
Oh, too
right.
early!
He missed. I think there was a 175 HP left.
Man, your eyes catch those numbers? I can barely catch
I'm a jungler.
You're a jungler.
I have to.
Good point. So
I have to, because if I don't, I'm going to lose on the purple buffs.
But earlier it was like 6. You miss out on 6. Carl TZ missed 6 HP. Andorio missed more than 100.
There was a huge chunk of HP left.
That's problematic, man.
Yep.
But, you know what? At the same time, as long as they're not getting stomped on, no kills happening, maybe they're in a good position. Maybe they're holding steady. Yeah. Jome definitely getting some gold.
Did I see a War Axe on the Flap TZ?
That's early.
That's a big problem for Omega. HP, sustain, and also damage against a lineup that is really scared of damage. Like Smart Omega, they're not happy with the amount of damage that Falcon's AP Bren currently have right now.
Even their main roam tank is not really a tank. It's a hero that kind of wants to not show himself as much as possible.
All right.
All right.
Oh.
Has a flicker in, very decisive here. Nice catch mid-air. What the heck did I just see? That was a literal alley-oop.
Yeah, part memory used by Super Marco, forcing out the BMI and also
no.
the dive from FCAP, allowing Super Marco to finish what he started. And Smart Omega, they have nothing, they have no response. Well, the Link is on the top lane, split push, but Marco is still going to be able to take out the tower.
It's going to be traded at least, so a tower for a tower, but you have to also remember, Super Marco got some assists, he got some kills, he got some minion gold here.
He got a lot, and now FCAP is about to take the purple once again.
No.
Question is Andoryu going to be able to take this ejector
How's your retreat?
with the unstoppable force?
Oh, he's busy. He's busy with Ogwen. He gets a kill, but he will lose out on his purple.
That is a suicide by Ogwen. A worthy suicide, though. Like,
it's a worthy.
Use the unstoppable force.
Nice hook here. And the follow-up, crowd control is almost unbearable, even as a Terizla.
That's a good catch. I was about to say a good fish, but, you know.
He's fishing.
Flop's not a fish, but.
Fish teasing.
Yeah, well, fish teasing.
Oh, and there you go again. Following it up right after we were just done explaining. LeChuck Mamba, he's striking twice.
It's not the hooks that he was talking about earlier. It was about. It was not a drinks. It was about hooks. He can hook right after he just hooked.
Yeah, that's what he did. And right now, still unbearable damage. And Andoryu with a turtle and a kill as well onto Ogwen.
All right, Smart Omega making it a worthy game for FCAP. They put one on the board. They get the turtle and they get 2 kills right after the sequence from Chaknu, but they're not done yet. Loptiz is about to die.
And I think at this point, there is just a massive underestimation of the damage that can actually come out of the Omega players here. I feel like they think they can take the damage, but when it actually arrives, the crowd control is stopping them from moving so much.
Yeah.
The layering is pretty good.
Yeah, speaking about layering, like FCAP, we saw them with a layup play from Ogun earlier. Now, you see Okir and Chaknu working together to land these CCs. Actually, Okir has been helping Chaknu a lot on these like engages being done by FCAP. The mini crowd control that the Vexana has, like the Terrify, it sets up for a good hook from Chaknu. That's why it's kind of hard for FCAP to close these gaps, because they know there's always going to be the punish of the chain CC from both the Vexana and the Franco into the Edith. But Super Marco,
he's going to fly around here. Andoryu feeling more confident, tries to go for the gold laner here, and again misses out mid-air with the torn apart memory.
I mean, Flicker for the orange buff and Ling ult plus retry. Super Marco might take that, but Chaknu
flickers in with the Bloody Hunt. Gonna slow it down. Feudo in a pretty good position at the back line. It's Baptiste who's actually doing a lot of the damage up on front. Now, Ryoda slows him down. Earth Shatter in tow. Defense is on for the mid lane. We got Jome in a pretty good position. And nice throw there with a flicker. Ryoda! They'll be able to just go down in the nick of time. But look at the FCAP members. So many low HP members for Falcons AP Bright. This could be bad. This could be. What was that? Kyle! Did he?
It was the knockoff from Kyle.
The knockoff from Kyle?
Oh my!
We need the replay of that. We need a replay of that.
I need to make sure. But the thing is, it was both the TZ brothers.
The TZ brothers.
It was either the penalty zone. Oh no, it's not a penalty zone. It's a knockoff from Kyle TZ. The prediction.
Oh my goodness.
The prediction from Kyle TZ. He knew that Andoryu was fishing for it, but Kyle TZ was one step ahead.
That is unbelievable. And the mechanics needed right now, though, is going to be enough. They get that to Lord, and now the fight is on. Ryoda once more Primal Wrath pretty early on, but the damage is already being done. Chaknu up on front, he's just not as tanky as you want from your own. Because of that, 2 members going to go down. Omega, after winning out a chain of team fights, are now on the back foot. Go in for it.
Blades.
Jome still alive as they take out Few.
All right, here comes the cleanup, but Jome has been taken out by Super Marco here. Andoryu no longer has the ult. Kyle TZ, he wants to go for the chase. Ogwen, he does not have the flicker, but he has the unstoppable force. But the Ling is already on top of the wall. But that means FCAP takes Lord and the mid lane turret.
Chase is on. Flapteasy with the Winter Crown as well. Additional survivability, or was that Kyle? Not sure. I didn't see the items. Right now, though, it is going to be a reset. I think they will be able to clear this Lord quite easily. But man, Omega, I feel like, you know what, they were starting to celebrate a little bit, but then they realized, you know what, these Falcon AP brand members still have so much firepower.
Yeah, Holy Crystal done on the Julian. Look at the damage from KalTZ.
My
here
goodness!
comes the cavalry. Here comes the barangay. And Andorio shuts KalTZ down with the bite from the Chak Mamba. But the opposition does not want to give up. FCAP takes top lane tower.
You know what they say, you can't take more if there's 4. There were 4 members of Omega there. Can't really take more than 1.
Ryota?
Right now, Ryota gonna go in with the Primal Wrath, tries to go for the stun, but misses out. Knock up on the Super Marco, dodges on the Eternal Guard.
Ooh!
And will be able to take out Ukir as well at the end. Cleaning it up, Jome, Chaknu as well. For some reason, Omega members just getting picked off one by one here. Oh, Gwen! He's flying! The flight of Andoryu and Ogwen. What a beautiful dance.
Andoryu fighting his one out!
Played out with a Winter Crown.
Oh,
tries to go in. Oh my goodness! The mechanics! The mechanics of this game!
200 IQ goddamn play! The Winter Crown into the conceal! Who thinks of that?
Ogwen! Oh, it's Master Ogwen! Super duper slow motion!
I cannot!
Please!
I can no longer! I lost the capability to even! Unstoppable force, Andoryu flies with the Tempest of Blades, Winter Crown! Into the conceal! God damn it!
Woo! What kind of MLBB is this?
I cannot even, like,
it's too much.
I don't know how you're supposed to react to that. I don't know how Smart Omega can react to that.
Midnight, Andoryu is playing it perfectly, right? He's doing everything he should be doing as a Ling. But for some reason, it's like Falcon's AP brand knows what he's gonna do before he even thinks about it.
Dude, that's literally a master play. Like that's basically showing the student his classic moves. And FCAP, they take Chaknu, but under their nose. Smart Omega took the Lord.
That is a sneaky play by Omega here.
Yeah, that was a suicide right there. Chaknu knew. He knew FCAP was willing to at least utilize their heroes to punish the Franco. But what FCAP didn't know was that the Link was taking the Lord. But look at how quick they take this Lord away from Smart Omega. It's a quick work from FCAP.
Chaknu knew the assignment, man. He knew the assignment. All he had to do was throw his body into the walking members of FCAP, and all he could do was just take it right out of the zone by Flapteasy as predicted. Beautifully flickered into the members here, but everyone's actually quite low. Firepower is really strong here from Jome. Flapteasy cutting into the middle of the fight and also getting suppressed. Can't move around anymore. 3 members of FCAP are down.
Very beautiful placement of the spells here from Smart Omega, specifically the blazing duet from Jome punishing Super Marco, and he cannot, he couldn't stand his ground. Chaknu, all right, Purify. Goes off from View, but Jome is having a field day right now. Now that he has a Wind of Nature, he can stand his ground against Super Marco, and in turn, Super Marco couldn't because he was up against Jome and Ryota. Both of those 2 heroes deal so much damage. He was forced to flicker out. Now FCAP, they're sitting inside their base, and Chaknu fishes one out.
All right, everything was thrown into Ogwen. Now it's 1 member down, but look at this. Flapteasy still trying to make stuff work here, but getting taken out by Ukir in the end. FCAP members are starting to whittle down their HP, and now even KalTZ gonna get demolished. Oh my goodness. What a pick-off play. And that was just, I don't know how you deal with that now.
I mean, there's a reason why Brody has kind of stepped away from the limelight here. And Omega, they're showing the reasons why.
Go for the clear.
And they go for game number 1 against the world number 1.